congratulate Eastern Michigan. It was a hard-fought game, a lot of ebbs and flows. We certainly had our opportunity to come up with a win, and we didn't get it done. So, questions?
You know, you had 4 picks and 2 of them returned for touchdowns, but the offense just couldn't get enough going. I mean, it's not just, I know you said your opportunities, but it was a disappointing offensively. You just couldn't really get into a lot of rhythm tonight.
You know what? From my standpoint, it certainly seemed that way, but we'll look at the tape, Robert. But anytime you have 2 pick sixes, typically a lot of good things happen. And I thought our secondary came up with some good plays. But you know what? I think they were a lot stronger up front and did a nice job against our running game and made us one-dimensional, and that was a tough road to hoe.
Coach, the touchdown that Josh had that was overturned, how tough was it to overcome those next few plays with the false start and the missed hit?
It was hard, but the thing that I think this football team is maturing and growing. And, you know, there wasn't a quit in them. It certainly was disappointing, but, you know, we stayed in the fight.
You know, mature and growth is sometimes hard. This was a hard one to kind of swallow, though. Do you think you respond to that? Because this one was kind of a tough one.
Well, so far everything we've seen with this team, Robert, has been one of unity, focus. There's a mix of some young players and older players. Appreciate the senior leadership, and we'll need to bounce back. We're going to certainly need to lick our wounds and get ourselves ready for Colorado State.
With all those picks and without Robert, how happy are you with what the secondary did tonight?
Well, we're pleased with the picks, and then obviously scoring on defense, and we'll need to build on that.
I mean, you had the 4 picture, but you also gave up some big plays.
Oh,
too.
there's
so
no
it's
doubt.
Kind of a double-edged sword defensively.
There's no doubt, and that's why, you know, any comments I make after a tough game like this, probably I need to be a little bit more measured.
On some of them, at least, what you could notice.
You know, I'm going to have to look at the film for that one and, you know, see what really happened. But, you know, we're definitely just going to have to go in and, you know, watch film, break it down, and just learn from it. You know, we can't go back to giving up big plays, you know, so we just got to keep getting better and get ready for Colorado State.
Did they say they execute some good plays?
Yeah, they had some good plays, so kudos to them, but, you know, we just have to keep getting better.
Was it tough when they brought in that second quarterback in the fourth quarter, or did they do anything different with him? Or?
No, not really. It was the same. We just, you know, it was the same.
I mean, how'd the guys respond emotionally? There are a couple, you know, the tough play with Josh scoring, then they overturn it, then you don't get any points, but you guys still come back and score. How'd you see the guys respond?
I feel like we were pretty upbeat. I felt like, you know, every time we went out there with the mindset that we were going to get a stop. You know, it didn't happen every time, but we still had some really good plays, things to build on, but, you know, we just got to keep getting better.
This one would be kind of hard to come back from. I mean, it's, you know, conference play. You got your big rival next week, but, you know, losing a game like this is kind of hard to get over.
You know, I think this team's going to bounce back. I mean, you know, we fight and we're resilient, so I expect us to come back and bounce back for Colorado State.
Not having Robert, was that tricky at all with having one fewer cornerback out there?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, we have faith in whoever goes out there at corner, so we know they can all get the job done.
Interception, it looked like quarterback just didn't even see there. Can you kind of take us through the play real quick?
Yeah, that was the defensive line getting all that pressure. That wasn't. I mean, the quarterback threw the ball right to me, but all the credit goes to the defensive line on that one. They gave him enough pressure to put him under the duress to throw that. So.
And then what kind of happened after that? You know, offense, you know, had trouble in line. Then they get the ball on a short field and get on you. I mean, did you guys feel a little more relaxed after you took the lead that maybe you had it, or what kind of happened near the end there? I guess.
No, we didn't feel relaxed. We feel like we still had to do our job as a defense, and that's to keep them from scoring. And however, the offense, you know, I mean, obviously it helps if they can score, but I mean, we're not going to complain about the offense. We were trying to do our job as defense, and we didn't get it done.
How tough did their starting quarterback make it on you guys tonight with being able to run and throw?
I mean, he was a pretty good athlete, but I mean, I think we forced him into some tough throws all the time. I think we had like 4 interceptions, but yeah, I mean, he's a pretty good athlete, but yeah, he's. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Did anything change a lot when they put the backup in, the guy that played last year against you guys? Was there different looks, or did anything change for you guys? Did you see anything different?
Not really. I mean, we knew he was a pretty good thrower after the last game last year, and even though I didn't play in it, I still watched the game, so I still had an idea of how he could throw. But yeah, we didn't really change anything from our perspective.
How tough, do you think being on the road for this game plays any factor into the way tonight went?
I mean, I wouldn't say the crowd was a factor. They weren't as loud as like Nebraska was, but I mean, playing on the road is never easy. We're not many excuses. We just took an L today, and we need to bounce back.
Tough. It's got your biggest rival starting next week and start a conference play. Will it be easy to bounce back from this, or this one going to linger? You think a little bit?
I don't know. It's not going to be easy to bounce back, but we're very capable of getting better this week and trying to come out with a W in the border war. So.
Thanks.
Thanks,
I appreciate it. Just get into a flow offensively. Just how tough was it tonight? What was going on out there?
Yeah, it sucked. I'm gonna put the blame on myself for fumbling twice. Yeah, that's unacceptable. So, yeah, I guess that's about it.
What happened? They just make good plays on the ball. Were you in your mind careless with it? I mean, what happened at least in your mind on those plays?
Yeah, I mean they tackled well, but I obviously didn't have the ball secured enough. So.
Are you feeling all right? I know you went off with looked like an injury.
Yeah, I'm good.
I know it has to be disappointing, but you got conference play. It's the border war. I know this one stings, but is this one going to linger? Or do you think you guys will bounce back? Because it seems like there's pretty down right now.
Yeah, I mean it sucks. I'm sure we're gonna take a next couple days to kind of get over this one, and then we'll be ready for CSU.
That works.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thanks, guys.
Tanner.
Thank you.